Okay, so today's video is going to be super exciting because I have a lot of brand new goodies from Concord and Ninth. They did send these over to me and they are from this latest release. So lots of fun things, and as you can kind of get a little hint for, they are all Christmas related or holiday related. So let me flip these over. I think those were upside down. So I am going to show you what they sent over and what we get to create with. So I'm not going to do all of these products today, but you will see these in upcoming videos in case you want to sneak some of these into your cart and be ready to create. All right, first and foremost, they did send me over some of their new foil paper. Isn't this pretty? So we have this nice red, and then I am just absolutely crazy over this champagne. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. And also be sure to go over to their website. They do have more goodies than you see here in this September release. I'm just sharing which ones I'm going to be creating with you for this holiday season. This first one that I'm going to show you is so fun and unique. I had to have this. So this is a nutcracker die set, and they are so darling. So you have a little variety of different combinations that you can do. I'm in love with this little curved banner and this Mary. I feel like this is honestly a card in and of itself. I think that is gorgeous. It could be very, very simple and clean. I love that. Now, so here is a visual of where we're going with the little nutcracker dies. So when you see this next part, I'm not sure if you're gonna squeal like I did, but I squealed. These are little enamel shapes that coordinate with these dies. So we have a lot of fun colors here, and if you flip on over to this side, they're gonna tell you exactly which colors are in this little pack. This is important because if you have their cardstock, then you can color coordinate, and it's just gonna be so beautiful. So we are going to have fun with this set today because I just am so giddy to start getting my hands on this, and we're gonna have some fun creating. The next item in their release is this Christmas lights inlay die. How fun is this? So I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out on a piece of white cardstock and then inlay a variety of fun lights. Again, this will be in an upcoming video, but isn't this just a beautiful backdrop? Now, speaking of backdrops, we have quite a few fun backdrops, but we can pair them with these sentiments. So this is their Jolly Holiday Greeting die set. I am in love with the variety that we have here. We have a really fun little banner that says Deck the Halls, and then I love that we have a variety of different types of fonts and styles. I think that just makes it so fun. All right, so we have some backgrounds, and then we have some sentiments. We also have in this new release, this is so cute. This is another inlay die, but this has a variety of trees, and I cannot wait to use this. This is going to be really, really fun. Lots of die cutting, lots of fun color combinations that you can do to make these cards super unique. Another inlay die that they released is this Fa La La inlay die, and it's so cute. Isn't that fun? You can definitely have fun doing a very colorful card, and this is going to be a really fun one. So again, a lot of these are going to be in upcoming videos. So I'm going to set these to the side because we're going to play around with these products. This is their embossing folder for this month. Isn't this sweet? This is just gorgeous. So I'm going to use this as my background, and then I'm going to have fun with this little nutcracker. So we're going to absolutely play with these enamel shapes. I just need to decide at this point what I want to do in terms of color. So I know I do want to stick with their color combination for the enamel dies because or enamel dots, excuse me, because I want to be able to color coordinate a bit here. So I know I definitely want to do the sorbet and the nectar. I think those are really cute. I want to also maybe tie in, this is sea glass, and then is this lemongrass? Yes. Okay, so if I cover that up, oh, that's definitely me. Okay, I love how that looks. And it's kind of fun too, because no matter which ones you mix and match, all of their colors, and I've said this so many times because it's just so true, but everything coordinates so beautifully with one another that you really just can't get it wrong. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull some cardstock. I'm also going to turn this over just so I can get an idea of where I want to go with this. And I am thinking I'm going to do maybe this little cutie. So I'm going to kind of follow the, not directions, but I'm going to follow the shapes and use those dies and create this little guy. And I think the only thing that's different is it just the hat? Maybe it's just the hat that's different. All right, let's go ahead and open these up and we'll start cutting some out. Okay, so I know that I am going to need, obviously, the little body here. And I like to just start by pulling everything that I need and then grabbing my cardstock. So let's do that. I'm trying to decide which hat I want. I think this is so cute. So I'm gonna do this right here. I'm going to need some boots. Or should I actually, I don't need to cut that out, I don't believe, if I'm going to end up using the enamel shapes. So we might as well save some cardstock. But you could if you want, just to be able to line it up really nice, but I'll just go ahead and save that. Okay, so we got the boots, and now we need their little shirt or coat. So I think that's this piece, the face, and then I think I will try to do the Mary. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it on the banner, but I'll just grab that just in case. Okay, I think that's about it. So let me grab my die cut machine and some cardstock and let's get these all cut out. Okay, so I have all of my cardstock, and I actually like to use the nectar for my skin tone. So that works out really good. So I don't know if I'll be using any of the embellishments for that color, but we'll see. Okay, so let's go ahead and start cutting out. So I know that the little shape of the nutcracker, if I'm looking at this correctly, I believe that this is out of a black. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this on out. And this is actually really neat because this is going to create the hair, and it's also going to create, let me show you how this is kind of working. It's our bottom layer, but then it has the leggings be black, and then it has the hair be black, but also every place that you see a little opening, so the little buttons and the eyes and the eyebrows, that will already be shown through. So all these little openings will allow that black to shine through, so you're not having to glue all those little pieces. But that's really neat to me. I just think it just makes it so much easier. You don't have to do a lot of die cutting. All right, try to keep track of all of these pieces. Now, this next part is going to be, I'm going to do my obvious colors here. So I know I want to do the face out of this nectar. Maybe I'll do the lemongrass with this shirt. I'm going to do my hat out of sea glass, and I'm not sure about this yet. I'm probably going to use the enamel pieces to bring in this color, which I believe it was sorbet. Okay, this though I am going to cut out of a little piece of white. This is just our little bib. It's so cute. So teeny tiny, and we can run all of these through. Okay, I'm gonna worry about just the nutcracker first, and then I'm gonna go through with my sentiments and kind of see where I wanna go with that. So let's get these all cut out and glued on and get those enamel shapes stuck on. It's gonna be a really cute and very unique part of this card. I think that's really nice. Okay, so see how these all have openings? So that once we put these on here, we have our eyes and nose and hair. So I think that's just brilliant. Less work, which makes it so much faster. Okay, there is our shirt and our hat. We have this piece that is kind of the inside of the hat, but I think we'll bring in one of our, is that possible to bring in one of these? I'm not sure if we have one for that. Let's go ahead and open this and see where we're at. Okay, opening this up to see all of the things that we can do. So we have the mustaches, and we do have some holly berries and leaves, which is really fun as well. Okay, because I wanted to see if this little piece was going to be included or not. So I might cut that out of a different piece in a bit. All right, let's go ahead and start gluing some of these pieces on and together. Okay, I have my precision glue here. I'm going to just start with the face as an obvious point where we're gonna place that down. Okay, and then, whoops, place that right there. I'll wiggle that a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Okay, there we are. And then it's gonna be really cute to add the little enamel mustache in there. Not only is it adding some dimension, but some texture as well, because it's nice and shiny. Okay, I think that's good. Now I can add the little shirt. And oh, you know what? I had that little bib. Where did that disappear? That's the only thing about these little projects is all the little pieces that you have to keep track of. Okay, and just shifting this little shirt where it goes. It's nice to have liquid glue for this so you can wiggle it around. And I think I left them on my cutting plate over here, but we also have the little hands. I'm gonna grab a little wand here for this part. Okay, and then what I'll do is just add the glue right to my little base there. And then plop the little hands right in there. Okay, there we go. And the other side. Super cute. Okay, I'm gonna keep in mind also this little side. Oh, no, it's the wrong side. This, so I know what elements we need to be thinking of. So the hat will be next. And we'll just fit that right here. Oh, that's so cute. And then we have a nose. Before the nose, I have the little kind of bib, for lack of a better word, but I'm just gonna add to this little middle part there and then line that up so those dots go right on through. You can see the black. Okay. And just kind of dab out that extra glue. There we go. All right. You can also use anything kind of sharp just to scoop out any of that glue. That's a really cute little design choice. I like that. All right, I need to find the little nose. I think it actually might have gotten thrown away. So I'm just going to recut that out real quick. Okay, that should be right in here. There it is. Oh, it's such an easy one to miss. Isn't that just teeny tiny? Okay, what I'll do is, let me grab that off the cutting plate. And then I'm just going to add a little dab where I know it needs to go, and place that right on. Okay, bring it up just a little bit because I need to make sure I have room for the enamel mustache, which I think I'm just going to go ahead and add right at this point. Okay, so here we go with our little enamel pieces. And just, whoops, place that right into that little opening. Oh my gosh, it's a little inlay. I love that. How fun. Again, you get some dimension, but you also get the texture, which I just love. So cute. Okay, let's maybe do, so we also have the little shoulder pads, which are really cute. I think that would be cute out of the, is this grapefruit? I keep calling it the wrong one. Nope, sorbet. Gosh, it reminds me of the grapefruit. Really, you can't go wrong though. Okay, so I think that would be super cute though. I might do that. So I'm gonna grab one of the little shoulder pads and place that over here. And then I just have to kind of wiggle it into position. It might be nice to have tweezers on hand just to kind of nudge these embellishments where they need to go. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Okay. A little bit tricky, but we got it. Okay, so there's one little shoulder pad. And the next one, just kind of float it on there until you get it right into position and then press it down. Okay. There's our little shoulder pads. Oh, love the shine. Okay, we also have the little belt that we could do in the sea glass. Is that the belt? Yes, it actually goes up a little bit. There we go. Oh my gosh, this color combination is so cute. Okay, so shoulder pads, belt. Then we have the little kind of plume for the hat here. But I think we do need to actually cut out a piece for the hat. Before that though, let's decide on the boots. So we could do, I'm just gonna kind of hover over. I'm kind of thinking I want to do, ooh, I think the nectar boots are a perfect choice. Just to kind of balance that out. Oops. Yeah, I like that. There they go. So yes, you don't need to cut out the little shapes because these take the place of the die cut. I was kind of thinking that you would do your shapes and then put these on top, but no, you don't need to at all. It would, there'd be no reason why. Okay, I'm gonna cut out really quickly the little band for the hat. I was thinking for some reason, I think I automatically assumed that this was the band, but obviously that's completely too short. So let me cut that out of another piece of cardstock. Maybe I'll do it out of the lemongrass. Okay, so I did the lemongrass for the little band and I do like that. I think that's cute. And then we'll add the little embellishment. Is it the little feather? Yeah, we'll add that next with an enamel shape. Tweezers are my best friend for tiny little die cuts when we're gluing them all together. So if you are new to card making, tweezers is one of those, or are one of those items that can really help not give you a headache. They simplify it. Okay. They also help nudge things around. Okay, very cute. Now, I think, I'm wondering if I should do that color or if it's too, let's see. I'm either doing that or that. Yeah, I like this. Add that right in the middle. I think that's a really fun color combination that is just not too Christmassy. I like to do non-traditional Christmas. I think it's just fun. All right, so there is our little nutcracker. How cute. I love that. The shine just, it's so fun and interesting. Okay, I'm gonna set him to the side. Let me zoom, oop, wrong way. Let's zoom out a little bit. And I want to use this embossing folder. So again, this is brand new to this release. There we go. And it's just gorgeous. So let's go ahead and open this up. All right, so I'm gonna bring in my paper trimmer. I also have 80-pound cardstock and it's sized at the A2 size. So that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But I'm gonna trim that down just a little bit and do 4 by 5 1/4. That way I'll have a 1/8 inch margin, whoops, around my card. Okay, and this is the piece that I am going to run through with the embossing folder. I am going to lightly just dampen my cardstock with a baby wipe. That way it just softens the cardstock so it's ready to go through. Okay, so I want it to go this way. I'm just gonna center that where I'd like it. Looks good. And then I'm gonna run this through my Spellbinders Platinum 6 because that's a little bit bigger, obviously, than this, and I'll be right back. All right, it ran that right on through, and look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love an embossing folder for just creating very quiet interest in the background. It's just there, but it's not too much. And then it's just gonna be so cute with this little guy. I love that. Okay, let's go ahead and next work on the sentiment. And I kind of wanted to get an idea of how much room I have to play with. I think I might skip the banner because it's just gonna cover too much of my cute nutcracker, but I think I'll just maybe place the Mary over. I think that could be really neat. And what I want to do here is I want to play with the champagne color. So let's go ahead and get this on out. So I am just simply going to slide a little piece out here. Just a tiny piece of what I'm going to need. Trim that. Should be good. Okay, this is so pretty. And fit right through my little mini. So place that just like so. And we will run that right on through. And then what I'll do is also trim this Mary out of some white cardstock and build it up a little bit. That way we have some dimension. Oh, it's so delicate and pretty. Oh, it's really fine too. Okay, so we have the Mary there. That's really pretty. I also have 110-pound cardstock, so I think I'll trim this out 2 more times. That way we have a lot of dimension for this tiny and very fine little die cut. Okay, I think I actually will bring in the banner, and if I place it here, then I feel like we don't lose a lot. I mean, we're really just losing the leggings, but we're getting the cute enamel feeling of the boots. We have the hands, so I think that's gonna be really neat. Okay, so again, I have 2 additional cutouts in the 110-pound cardstock. So this is going to be a tad tricky because they're so fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to add my glue as much as I can. And I'm just going to layer these one on top of the other. And what I do is I just kind of lightly get my glue all along the back, and then I take a finger and just kind of dab it off. And it kind of creates more of a tacky finish. So if I do this, it kind of gets everywhere, but that's okay. It's the nature of card making sometimes. A little mess doesn't hurt. Okay, but it allows it to kind of disperse a little bit more over the back of the die cut when it's so fine, so that it doesn't end up being just globs. Even the finest tip of glue sometimes is still a little too big for these intricate little dies. Okay, so there is our 2 layers, but we're gonna add this on top. And again, I'll just do the same thing with my glue and the little dabbing technique. If you don't dab it off, it's kind of like lipstick here. I don't know if people still do that. I certainly do not, but it just is too much, right? So you're just kind of trying to make it a little bit more subtle. Okay, so we'll clean up the mat in just a minute, but get that as close as I can. And then wiggle it into position. Looks really good. All right, so then we'll have it right on this, and it's not supposed to fit, so we'll have it something like that. And in fact, before I went ahead and glued that down, I wanted to see if I would like maybe a colored banner instead, and I really do. I think that's really fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, before I do anything though, let's go ahead and get this on a nice piece of cardstock. And I think it'd be fun to do a colored cardstock here, just to kind of break up the really white background. And it's just such a colorful little nutcracker that it'd be nice to tie in the sea glass once more. Okay, this is again sea glass, and this is 11 by 4 1/4. Half of 11 gives us 5 1/2, so that's where we're gonna place that little fold. Okay, and this will give us an A2 size card. And again, that A2 size ends up being a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, so now we have our card base. Let's go ahead and place, I think this is gonna be so pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna place this right on down. And we're gonna use some foam tape just to kind of help get that a little straight again after being embossed. And then it's also going to give us a little boost of dimension. And I will use some non-stick scissors just to go ahead and get some little strips for the back here. All right, and then I'm just removing the liner from the foam tape, and I'll center that. And again, because I trimmed off my cardstock before embossing it, I have that nice 1/8 inch margin. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I like it on that sea glass. It's really fun. Okay, before I do anything with, well, permanent with this little guy, I'm going to get all of these pieces where I'd like them. And I also think I'm going to add some, let's see, I'm just going to use this because I cut it out earlier. So I might as well just layer these, whoops, and get a little dimension, although I think I just got, oh, no, it's actually okay. I was going to say, I think I just got glue all over the front there, but not as bad as I thought. Okay, might as well use that little banner below. Get some nice dimension there. And then, as mentioned, we'll do that same thing with the Mary and attach it to the banner. Okay, and dab, 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 dab. Okay. Place that just kind of any which way, really. It's just going to kind of fall off of that banner. It's like oversized for it, which is so cool. All right, now I'm just getting an idea of where I'd like this. And you know what? I will just simply center this little nutcracker. Okay, I'm grabbing some foam squares, and I also have them in a smaller size, which definitely comes in handy. So we'll trim these even smaller, trim them in half. That way we can bring some down to the boots and the legs. Make sure that's all bumped up there. Okay, that looks good. And then simply remove. My kids have been in school for exactly 4 days and I already have a cold. Let it begin. Oh my goodness. 2 of the 3 already have the sniffles. Well, I would say 1 of the 3. I think 1 really bounced quick from it, so 1 of the 3. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Oh, I like the dimension on that. Okay, and then I'm going to add this, and I think what I'll do is simply put foam squares, oops, to the right and left of that banner. That way it just sits right on top there. Actually, you might need to do it just a tad more. What if I doubled that? Would that be too much? I think that might be a little too much. Yeah, let's not do that. Again, I just want to hide I don't want to hide the leggings, but I don't want to hide anything else. So I'm going to have that be kind of straight in terms of the banner. And then I think I'll bring in just a little bit of sequins just to kind of give it a little more something. I was worried that the gold would interfere with the champagne too much, but I actually kind of like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and add a little trio at the top and then a duo down here, just kind of hugging that banner. So we'll do this and then a couple small ones. Oh, I really like that. It just completes it, for me at least. Okay, and then we'll do this and that. All right, there is the final card. I love all of the dimension and texture that this has. We have texture in the background with that fun embossing folder, but we also have a really pretty shine and texture with those enamel shapes. I think that is such a unique concept and idea. I absolutely love this idea. I hope that Concord and Ninth brings more things like this to their collection. I just really love how that looks, and I haven't seen that personally before out of a stamp or die set, so I think this is just spot on. All right, everything will be down below, including the other items that I showed at the beginning of this video. So be sure to check those out. And here's our first Christmas card of 2024 with many more to come. All right, I'll see you in the next video.